Welcome to Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. The monsoon is here for a while, folks. This is both good news and bad news. It's mostly good news because areas of the region, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Utah, Idaho, the whole region will be able to get some decent rain in many areas due to slow-moving, heavy rain-producing thunderstorms. But with that comes the bad. That means hail. It means severe weather. That's certainly what we saw yesterday in many areas. It will be warming up some. Temperatures over the last couple of days have actually been pretty comfortable, slightly below average in some areas, but it is going to get a little bit hotter. Afternoon and evening thunderstorms will be common in more areas, both sides of the divide now in the coming days ahead. Severe weather could happen with just about any thunderstorm. In the environment that we're in, you can expect any thunderstorm to be a big rain producer, a big producer of wind, and possibly and likely a hail producer as well. This pattern is going to persist into the early to middle portions of next week. So we've got a week here where you've got a good chance of getting rained on. It might not rain on you every day. Some days you'll be missed, some days you'll be hit, but those storms are going to be out there. Here's a good example of what can happen. These are photos of hailstones collected around the northern and eastern areas of Cheyenne. Yesterday evening, golf ball to baseball size hail reported in many areas, not only in southeastern Wyoming, but parts of Nebraska, parts of Colorado as well. This is where we are with the upper level pattern. It's very well suited to bring in that subtropical moisture from the south as the high is working with this low to pump in that moisture, just a typical textbook situation to draw that moisture northward. By early next week, by Sunday into Monday, that high is still there, still pumping in that moisture. See this little guy right here? This is actually a little bit of a tropical wave, adding even more moisture to the equation later on. So through the rest of this week, through the weekend and early next week, moisture will be getting pumped into the Rockies and the High Plains region. And you can see that. This is where we're going to be this afternoon. The precipitable water, this blue and green, is showing up now west of the divide. Actually, east of the divide today, the air isn't quite as moist. It's still plenty moist for thunderstorms. But what's really important for folks who need the rain in parts of central and western Wyoming and this area up here that really needs it is that finally there's some moisture coming. This is the water content for tomorrow, for Friday, for Saturday and Sunday, and into Monday of next week. So you can see that we're going to be in a situation here where several days of having moisture available. And as we go into the weekend, as we go into early next week, this type of regime right here is where you always get concerned about flash flooding. We talked about how late July and early August is the peak season for flash flooding, especially in Colorado and Wyoming and Utah and the Four Corners region. Because of the monsoon, the weak upper level winds, the lofty, slow moving thunderstorms. So that is something to kind of keep in the back of your mind, especially this weekend. If you're going to be camping this weekend anywhere in the Rocky Mountain West, keep your distance from creeks, rivers, and streams, as these are types of thunderstorms, we call them gully washers, where you can get a lot of rain in a short period of time. This is the 10-day precipitation forecast from the European model. Look at all this red and orange stretching in right here. Now, this axis may go more north, it may go more south. This is a model, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. But this is an impressive area of potential heavy rainfall. Boy, they really need the rain here. I don't want to get folks too excited about this yet, but eastern and southeastern Colorado and western Kansas really need the rain. The areas that really need the rain as well as up here is not showing the monsoon as well established. I think this area is still going to be a problem with the dryness continuing overall. However, central and western areas of Wyoming, as well as northwestern Colorado and eastern Utah, will get more rain than the model is showing here from these showers and thunderstorms. But the axis of heaviest rainfall is probably going to be somewhere right along this area right here with this monsoon pattern here for the next 7 to 10 days. Thanks for listening to Watching the Day Weather Podcast. Have yourself a good Wednesday. Watch out for those thunderstorms.